Whatever your current situation is, break away from it. Don't let it control you. Whatever that is, capabilities, knowledge, relationship, don't let that control you. Once you take 100% control it, you'll realize that there's so much more you can do. You just need to give yourself permission to break away from your current situation. Number 3, anger. Anger is a huge one, and this has been my kryptonite for so many years. Financially, I have my business success. Because of that, I have some time freedom, I have some financial freedom, so that life is pretty good. But deep inside, I wasn't happy because I have all this anger that it's been accumulating since my parents left, like since my parents got divorced while I was really, really young. I have all this anger in me that I don't understand what happened. I have betrayed by my friend, cheated by a loved one. I don't understand why they did all those things to me. Although I was able to use some of those as motivations to make my life better, but deep inside, I never forgive them. And I just don't talk about it. It's just so many things that are in me that I feel like that I want to answer for it. I want someone to apologize. I want to point to them and say, it was your fault. It was not my fault. But as an adult, I realized that you can't do that. So I have all this anger in me that I don't know what to do with myself. And I have to go see therapy, but none of them really work until 2 people really helped me to completely wipe this anger out, right? The first person, it was Marissa Peer and Vishen Lakhiani. They both taught me some technique that I'm gonna share with you that I really wish I knew years ago. I would have paid for this knowledge so much sooner so I can live a much happier life, because it turns out I have a pretty decent life that I have a lot to celebrate, but I just didn't see it because of the anger that has been crowding me. So the first thing is, Vishen Lakhiani have this kind of like a forgiving exercise. In order for me to forgive some of those people, I don't actually have to have a conversation with them. That was mind-blowing. My therapy thought maybe I should talk to them, but I really didn't have the courage. I don't want to rehash the bad feeling, from my parents, from the people that cheated on me, from friends that betrayed me, and all those things that I blame those people for. Whether it's real or not, in my head it was really real. They did something really wrong to wrong me, that put me in misery for years. I want them to apologize, but I couldn't get it. That's when I hear Vishen Lakhiani talk about, you can actually just have the whole scenario in your head that you forgive that person forgive you, and be over it. That is brilliant, right? I started to do that. I started to do it with one incident at a time. I started to do it with one person at a time. And honestly, to today, I still do exercise every single day. On a good day, I have no more anger in me. I completely forgive him. That's really completely release myself. I just forgive them in my head. And that really worked. The way it works is just have the conversation in your head. Picture that person that wronged you. Picture that person apologize to you. Your brain doesn't know what is real, what is not real. So if you can convince yourself, make up an excuse from that person and pretend it's from that person, I know it's kind of twisted, but I guarantee you it works. Just give it a try. For me, I was able to salvage a relationship with my father and with my mom and with so many people that I actually value in my life, that because of my anger, that I just missed out for so many years to have a relationship with them. And again, the best part is I didn't even have to have that weird, heartbreaking conversation with them because I had it in my head. It's like a new capabilities that we talked about in the last video, right? It's your current situation, which is your capabilities. In this case, for me, was my capability to forgive with this very unique methodology. And then another really neat move that I learned was from Marissa Peer. Vishen Lakhiani technique get me going, but Marissa Peer technique completely seal the deal. That is extremely easy. I'm gonna share with you. She said, if you want to let go the past that's been wronged you in your head, some people may have done something that wronged you, just ask yourself this question. Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? And to me, it was the final piece of the puzzle of letting go all my anger from anyone that have ever wronged me, from any situation that I've ever felt being wronged and being taken advantage of, that I felt hurt. I don't want to be right anymore. Who cares if I'm right? Even if I'm right, that person will not know anyway. In their mind, they were right. So I can't convince them. Twist the truth in your head, whatever that is. It sounds like crazy, right? But if twisting the truth can make me happier, I would have done it years ago. Twist the truth and convince yourself that they have the reason, forgive them. If you still cannot do it, then use technique number 2 from Marissa Peer. That really helped me. Ask yourself, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? If you want to be right, well, then there you go. You make a choice. If you want to be happy, there you go also, just like that. You let go. Doesn't matter you're right or wrong anymore. You choose happy. Once I let it go, I tell you, it's totally worth it. I wish this one thing that I really wish I knew, I would have much a different life. I would have much happier life. I waited so many years living in anger. On the outside, people may look at me and say, oh wow, this guy figured out, have it all. But inside, I was so angry all the time that it wasn't good. So there you go, that's number 3. Use those techniques to release yourself from controlling, living a life from anger. You don't have to be, you have a choice. Do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Find whatever reason to forgive those people so you don't have to be live with anger anymore. And this really, really is something I wish I knew a long time ago. Now you have it. 3 down, 2 left. The last 2 is going to complete the full circle. Any one of these is going to help you release one of the things that's been controlling you. Number 4 is one of the most common ones that we all experience. I included, and I can't wait to share this with you. So click on the video and I'll see you there.